Hello everyone, my name is Taryn and I am the Communications Director at I Stand With My Pack. And as Alex touched upon the iconic African elephant, I'm going to be briefly speaking about the situation that is quite dire in Southeast Asia, specifically with the Sumatran elephant, which is just as critical. Many of us have never seen a Sumatran elephant. They're about half the size. They live in very lush, dense rainforests in the looser ecosystem. For those of you who may not be familiar with the looser ecosystem, it is in Sumatra. It's one of the most pristine wild places still left on the planet, where these Sumatran elephants, Sumatran tigers, orangutans, and rhinos still live together, and it is the only place where they still coexist. And so these numbers, which I'm going to go through, our on-ground NGO partner just gave us the most accurate numbers possible, and they're terrifying. So what's going on there is there's palm oil plantations which are coming in, and basically they bulldoze and then burn to the ground this existing rainforest. And I think we've all seen the pictures of the orangutans being brought out that have been smoked out by fires. And so what's happening with the elephants is they're also affected by poaching, as they are in Africa. People go in there and they use these horrible barbaric wire snares, and the elephant will try to free itself and just run in circles until they sever a leg. They get gangrene, they die. Same poaching problem there, all to feed. It's obviously, we still have ivory being imported in this country, but it's a lot of Chinese, Malaysian, Vietnamese drive for this. And so that's one issue, is the poaching. The palm oil, because these forests are being burnt down, they're driving the elephants into areas where they're having major conflicts with humans. Sometimes this is because humans have built structures on their typical migration paths. Other times it's they're so pushed out by these fires and the stripping of the rainforest, they have nowhere else to go. So at best they're run out with fire and stones. At worst they're poisoned. And just to give you the numbers that we're working with there are at best 175 to 200 of these elephants left. Tigers, Sumatran tigers, we're looking at best 100. Orangutans are a little more healthy, 13,000, and the rhinos, the little pygmy, beautiful Sumatran rhinos, less than 100. So even if we can sustain these numbers, which are at least 100 times less than would even give genetic diversity for this population to survive over the next few hundred years and be healthy, the palm oil plantations and the poaching are wiping them out. So we are working with, many of you have seen Racing Extinction. We're working with Paul Hilton, the photojournalist, who's in Sumatra right now. He's covered a lot of what's going on with palm oil. We're also working with Wildlife Asia. They're a fantastic NGO based in Sumatra. So we are providing the much needed rangers and elephant patrols to go in there and actually get numbers on how many of these animals are left. We're collaring the matriarchs. We're establishing their migratory paths, which has never been done. It's pretty insane. And then from that point, we'll be able to really identify how they can best be managed and the population can be grown. So conservatively, we have 5 to 10 years before these animals are wiped out. They're keystone species. What does that mean? If the elephants go, the rainforest goes. Everything is dependent upon the elephants going through with their feet and brushing up upon plants and spreading seeds. So everything under the canopy trees you see in the rainforest will be greatly compromised if these elephants go. So from the perspective of healthy ecology, frogs, soil, tigers will be decimated. And we don't want to be the generation and the group of people that let this happen. It's not an Asian problem. It's not an African problem. It's a global problem. So there are 4 people patrolling the looser right now. They're not allowed to carry guns. They're not allowed to carry knives, and they're not allowed to have dogs. So we're trying to grow this number to actually save these animals. So you can help us. You can learn more. Speak with Alex or one of our people with I Stand With My Pack. Check out our website. We'd love to get everyone involved. Also, I know this is something it's asking a lot of people, but please don't consume palm oil. It has over 30 names. Yeah, over 30 names. And it's like, once we learn those 30 names, they come up with a new one. It is in everything from Chanel lipstick to vegan soap to, you know, stuff at the hot bar at Whole Foods. They sneak it in everywhere, and it's also 60% of the biofuel that's going into Europe, and it's carcinogenic when it's heated up, so it's not even good for us. It's just bad across the board. So, you know, ask your grocery store for things that don't have palm oil in it, because every time we buy this, we're literally saying, you know, sorry elephants, sorry looser. So that's an easy way to help. But I thank all of you for being here today, and we look forward to collaborating with you and working together to help our Earth. Thank you so much.
Say no to Ivory!
Say no to Ivory!
Los Angeles says no to Ivory!
Los Angeles says no to